Hi everybody, and welcome to another World of Tanks game. In this game we have the pleasure of watching Caius Marius in his Archer tank destroyer. Now this is a bit of a strange vehicle. It's a British turretless tank destroyer, but it's not heavily armoured. It belongs to the what shall we do with this obsolete tank hull that we've got lying around school of vehicle design. It's based on a Valentine chassis, armed with a 17-pounder gun. Now, how do you fit a 17-pounder gun onto a Valentine chassis? Well, you do what they did here, which is mount it pointing backwards over the engine, because they couldn't actually fit it in pointing forwards. They didn't have space, so what they had to do was mount it the other way and then have the gunner sitting right next to the driver. So the driver was kind of tucked down in the bottom somewhere, and the gun was kind of sticking over his head. Now, in World of Tanks terms, this means that this tank is a very strange vehicle indeed, because it drives fastest in what would normally be the forward direction, but is now the reverse direction. So to get anywhere, you have to go there in reverse, which means that it's relatively speedy, well, as fast as a converted British infantry tank ever is, backwards. And then you have to turn around, line up on your target, and then not shoot because he's just retreated behind a hill. Yeah, but it means it's very bad at going forwards, very good at going backwards. So you would think the ultimate, the ideal tactic for this tank would be to hide in cover and then sneak away, reverse quickly out of danger when you've been spotted. And this is more or less what Caius Marius does, as well as doing some fancy manoeuvres to get himself into position in the first place. So here we're seeing him hiding behind a bush, waiting for that guy to come out of cover. He's just vanished, so he's not stupid enough to do that. So he's just sitting here looking for targets behind this bush. Valentine armour was alright, I guess. Not brilliant at tier 5. Got a good target on the Stug, which was one of the German answer to the question of what shall I do with this obsolete Panzer III chassis that I've got lying around. 17-pounder gun is very good at tier 5. My experience of it is in the Centurion at tier 8, where it's not quite so hot. It's quite a good rate of fire, but damage is pathetic and armor penetration is nowhere near good enough at tier 8. At tier 5 it's a very potent gun indeed. Now he's seeing if he can hit this guy, but he doesn't have the gun depression, and if he goes forwards, which he's doing now, he still doesn't have the gun depression. If he goes any further forward, he's still just in cover, but he's a bit reluctant to pull any further forward. So what he's doing now is reversing out, using his high reverse speed to just drive around the corner, and then turning around, getting some shots on the B1. Nice solid profile there. First shot in, hitting damage. Second shot, reload, takes the tracks off. Doesn't actually do any damage, which is always annoying. Another shot, takes his health down. Third shot nails him, so that's his second kill of this game now. You'll notice the 2 marks of excellence on his gun barrel. Caius Marius is good with this tank. And when I say good, I mean good relative to other Archer players, which could mean he's a good player, or it could just mean that everybody else is terrible. However, given the rest of his performance in this game, I think we can safely conclude that he's actually a very good player. Now, T67 trying to sneak around the flank and has got himself nailed. So Caius Marius is now going to search some targets towards the middle, because it looks like that flank has more or less been cleared out. Good shots on the Churchill one down there. First shot misses completely, didn't fully aim. Good for aim down. Second shot goes into the side. Quick reload, another shot into the side again. Third shot. And that's his third kill, and he's just been spotted. The 6th fence has gone off, that's what that little light bulb was. So now he's retreating back behind the cover, using his reverse speed. Again, he has to kind of orientate himself in weird ways to kind of get his reverse speed up. Guy shoots at him and misses, he takes a hit, but he nails the guy in return. So that's now 4 kills that he's got. And again, driving, this confuses me. Narrow miss by artillery, but he's driving backwards again. Now he's lining himself up to get some shots in at the Type 95. Yeah, there we go. 1 hit. And he's down. That's two hits. That's a 5th kill. He can't get aims on the Stug, so there's no point sitting here for a while deciding what to do next. And now he's heading back up this way. He's doing a pretty good job of covering this flank, although his team are now 2 kills down, so he's going to have to play a bit of catch up here. Just sits on this corner, doesn't see anything. Not been spotted either though, which is helpful. And I think he's going up to see if he can support the KV-1 at the other end. They've only got him, KV-1 and 2 artillery left now versus 3 medium tanks, a light tank and 2 artillery. So they're somewhat outnumbered. So what's that? Can't see. He's going now, him S1 something. That guy I think is a 2-hit kill. KV-1 is surrounded, which isn't helpful. Boom, so the artillery have just fired at something. Now he's heading off to see if he can support the KV-1, who is on very low health up there, versus an M4 who is on considerably higher health. The KV-1 put a good shot into the M4 there. Took him out, so that's good. That's called back a kill, so he thinks the KV-1 might be right, so now he turns around and heads back the other way. The KV-1 is just died. So that leaves Caius as the sole kind of offensive asset on their team. The artillery probably won't be that useful unless he spots for them, or they can shotgun somebody at close range. But as we will see, that doesn't really happen. So now he's heading back round behind this ridge, or he was heading back round behind this ridge. He's just spotted the Panzer IV coming up. So he's getting back into cover behind the ridge and then pulling forwards or backwards. Put a shot at the Panzer IV. Good hit. Panzer IV ignored him for some reason, but he knows he's been hit, so he's retreated back down the hill. The M41 tries to follow him and gets exploded for his trouble. Panzer IV is now coming back up, so Caius retreats. He took a hit from the Panzer 38T on the other side there, so he needs to get behind this bush to avoid being respotted. Hopefully the Panzer IV won't come and flank him while he's doing that. The Panzer IV looks like he's just hiding there. Panzer IV's down there somewhere. The other guy is also out of the way. There's the Panzer 38T. Didn't quite get a shot on him, so he's going to wait for him to come around here now. Is he going to poke out? Is he going to poke out? Yeah, not quite. There he is. Get a shot off. It missed. That was terrible. And he's been spotted now. So this is where the advantage of the Archer comes around. He doesn't have to turn around. He can just pull back at full speed immediately. The Archer drives in a really weird fashion, but this is quite a helpful capability that it's got. They've just lost their arty, so it's now 1 versus 4. Everything depends on him. Panzer IV-H was busy down there, taking on the arty while the Archer was distracted by this light tank. However, that's not going to last for long. So now he's behind the bush in cover, waiting for somebody to show up. Artillery are blind firing at his position. There's the PZ-38. One shot. The guy spotted him. Misses. Second shot, nails him. There's the Bishop. That's the artillery, who's come to chase him down as well, by the looks of it. So now he's retreating back again, weaving around because he knows he's been spotted. He knows the artillery like that. The artillery will have an eye out for him. The artillery's now reloading. Panzer IV comes over the ridge, puts a shot into his side. He's going to take another shot, maybe. He takes a hit. Okay, one more shot. Can he get in before Panzer IV reloads? Yes, he can. So Panzer IV is now out of it. Artillery blind fires and knackers him. This is why he's got to keep moving, because the artillery will keep firing roughly where they know he is, and these guys can do splash damage. They don't even have to hit him to hurt him. So now he's going to pull out and look for the Bishop. That's the next plan. The Bishop is the closest. The other artillery is probably still over the other side somewhere. So if you can get the Bishop is doing the spotting for the other artillery, basically. So if you can spot and shoot the Bishop, after that he'll be more or less safe from the other RT, and you can go and hunt them down at his leisure. So the M41's now telling him to move. It's a stupid idea, he shouldn't move, he should stay where he is. And he's just waiting for the bishop to show himself. Driving around a bit, just in case he might have been spotted. Looks like he wasn't spotted. But he's going to pull around over to this bush, because that'll give him a bit more cover so the bishop can't see him, and he should spot the bishop before the bishop spots him. He's also burned his repair kit now. I didn't notice him use that. He must have used it to repair his gun. There's the bishop. Bishop spotted him. First shot. Second shot. Yeah, bishop launches. Misses. Third shot. Bishop's out. That's 8 kills. Which is some kind of epic medal. I can't remember which one it is. Is it a Radley Walters, I think? I don't know. I'll have to check when we check the battle results. But that's now epic medal territory he's in now. And it's now 1v1. So he's gone from a 4v1 to a 1v1, weaving around just in case the RT shoots at him. The RT did, but missed by miles. And now he has a couple of options. He can either wait and just cover his base and see if the RT captures. The RT won't try and capture, so that'll be a draw. Or he can risk it and go and hunt the artillery down, and that's pretty much what he's doing. So at this point we are going to speed up the action, because watching a Valentine drive around is not the most fun experience in the world. There he is. First shot went in. Just got to get a second shot in now. 2 minutes left, but I don't think that'll be a problem. So he's not going directly over, because that's where the RT will expect him to go, and the RT is pointing in that direction. So he outflanked him, shot in the flank, and he's down. And that's the end of the battle. So let's go to the battle results and see what happened now. Okay, so let's go to the battle results. Well, this was a real clean-up for him. He got the Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker for getting over 99% more than everybody else, a few other awards. We have a Radley Walters Medal, I was correct, for destroying 8 or 9, in this case 9, enemy vehicles in one battle. And we got the High Caliber Medal for causing damage to at least 20% of the total HP of the enemy team. And he got his Top Gun as well for getting more than 6 kills. That was a 4,200 XP battle. That was times 2, because it's his first win of the day, so he actually got 2,000 base experience. 43,000 credits. Gosh, I wish I could do that well. Team score, obviously he came top. Did almost, I think, almost as much damage as the rest of his team put together in that battle. He did 2 and a bit thousand. The next best person was 1,100, 900. Yeah, so he did almost a third, over a third of his total damage. Got most of the awards, so he's done very, very well. As we see here, 2,200 damage done. A lot of that was from over 300 meters. 25 shots, 22 hits. That is a good hit rate. So yeah, he played an absolute blinder of a game there. 35,000 credit profit in total with a 2,100 base experience. So that was a good game. And that's all I've got to say about it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next battle. Ta-ra.